So don't hear me as a codependent here. What I'm doing is I'm asking you, when you see something like that, what within me am I seeing about myself that is being reflected from that person? Then I can process it, work it out, and then I can step into the next thing, where it's like, let me lift up whatever's going on instead of having it drag down. So empathy and mindfulness go together. And often I'm asked, well, what is really mindfulness? You know, we talk about it. Is it something observing, or what do we do? Or we just sit there and go, Om, or, what is it, really? Mindfulness is actually being aware of everything, not only within yourself, but what's going on out here. The purpose of mindfulness is the one practice that brought the Buddha to enlightenment. It is to help us to detach ourselves from the ego by observing the way our minds work. So that's what the Buddha did, is he sat under the Bodhi tree and he just let go. He let go of everything, and what he wanted to be was a vessel of light. He wanted to know how to help humanity. And through him being a model of peace, he helped humanity, because people were like, what are you doing under that tree? And he'd just say, just being, in the peace, in the mindfulness. And then it caught on, obviously. And now there is a faith tradition or a belief system called Buddhism. And people embrace that. And it's a wonderful, wonderful way to go. In fact, it marries very well with science mind. Mindfulness, we mentally stand and observe our behavior while we are engaged in the normal process of living to discover more about the way we interact with people. What we do is we ask ourselves, what makes us angry and unhappy? And how do we do this? Well, then we start analyzing our experiences. How do we pay attention to the present moment? Basically, are we living in the present moment? Are we speaking? Are we walking, eating, and thinking in the present moment? Or are we still in the past somewhere, lost? Because we don't really know how to be here. Or as Eckhart Tolle said, be here now. Think about when we are engrossed in thoughts of anger, hatred, envy, resentment, or disgust. Here's a question. Notice the way your horizons shrink and your creativity diminishes. We often refer to others as causing our pain. No, they didn't cause your pain. We don't, that's kind of like the old Christian way of saying, the devil made me do it. We reflect and we put everything on that negative energy, when actually we ourselves own it. But we don't want to do that, because that's some part of ourselves we really don't want to face. We really don't want to face that person that we don't really understand why we react to things the way we do. And that's still part of our spiritual journey. When we understand how to use mindfulness, we understand it starts from within us. Everything starts from within. Doesn't start out here. It starts from the heart. When we know that cause of human pain is within ourselves, we have the stability to change. I think Ernest Holmes said something about change your thinking, change your life. Well, that's what he meant, is that we have the power and the presence of mind to shift our thinking. We can go from really good to really bad, or we can go really bad to really good. It's all in how we look at things. And where do we really want to reside? And why do we want to go there? You know, I know there's been a lot of turbulence lately, and you know, most of us are still, we're still, you know, trying to get the even air. We're trying to get back on course again. And so what I've looked at is, what within me did I lose? Why do I feel that I lost something in all that is going on, when really I don't? I'm still the same person. But everything around me has changed, and I don't like that. I don't like that I have to readjust. Well, you know what? The reason why things change, and it's not just with what we do in our elected officials, it's our lives change on a daily basis. If you wrote down every single thing that changed on a daily basis, it would probably be bigger than what's just happened. So how do we adjust? How do we adjust to shift and change? It's like when I was told that I had this little interloper, I thought, well, how do I deal with this? And then I realized, what is mine to know? What is mine to know about all of this? And what is my journey? What is my spiritual journey that I'm supposed to know about myself? And as I said, it was very humbling, because every single day that I went in for treatment, I don't really want to use the word confronted, but I was given the opportunity to watch other people around me experience the same thing. And I thought, I know there's a God. And I know that whatever these people's journeys are, it's going to end up with love. And that's, with all the crazy stuff that happened, I really believe that God is love in my life. And that's why I experienced what I did, is because there's a presence of love that I needed to know about. Even though as large as it was. And so, how do we take action? How do we take action? So the Quran says, "Behold, we have created you all out of male and female, and have formed you into tribes and nations, so that you may get to know one another." The action is peace. The action is getting to know each other, no matter what form we are, however we are in our gender. We are working together in harmony. You know, how do we create the act of compassion? Well, we create a resolution, and every day we create something positive in the world. So the challenge is, every single day, you get up and you say, you know what? I'm going to experience a good day. A really good day, no matter all the stuff, all the crazy stuff that's going on. So what would it look like? My question to all of you is, you get up and you go, you know what? I'm going to have the worst day ever. You know? I think you will. So what is it that you're putting forth as an affirmation in the world when you get up in the morning? I tried to have a good day. My dogs have a good day. You know, we all start out really well. You know, treat others as you would like to be treated. If you find yourself slipping back into victim consciousness, think of something that recently happened that you are grateful for. That's a big one. I'm forever grateful. And it's not just because it's November and it's Thanksgiving. It's because the presence of God and light and love has shown me a way of being. You know, and here's something else to think about. Pluralism and diversity are God's will. The evolution of human beings into national and tribal groups was meant to encourage them to appreciate and understand the essential unity and equality of the entire human family. Yes. That's why we're all different. And what I love about all of our differences is that we get to know each other, not only as individuals, but through our cultures, through the way we celebrate life, who we are, our talents. There's so much that is given. And so that I urge everyone here today to think about harmony, to think about how we all can create a world that is joined together in love, peace, and harmony. I love you. Namaste. And so it is.